I don't even know if I can still zip into this suit, but we're gonna try at the end of this video. It's been a couple seasons since I've hit the track. See, I have everything I need for the track, except I haven't worked out really hard and God. I've been going to the gym maybe once or twice every single week. Nope, that's a lie. But track season's right around the corner. It's already mid-February, and I need to get in shape. See, there's motorcycle fit, and then there's track day fit, and then there's fit. And I'm none of those. Time to get healthy again. Even just climbing into this truck, I'm out of breath. Alright, we made it to the fitness planet. I'm trying to get off of energy drinks, but I need an energy drink. I already failed the test. We're off to a great start. Welcome back to another rendition of Riding and Talking. I'm your host, Adobo Moto. Now, not only do you have to be fit to do a track day, you also have to have deep pockets. Cost of one track day, on this side anyway, ranges from $200 to $350 a day. This all depends if you are doing instruction, and it also depends on which organization you're doing it with. Prices vary depending on the organization, and if you purchase your track day tickets in advance, you can actually save some money. But imagine doing like 10 track days a year at $200 a piece. That's $2,000 just for the track days alone. Doing track days is one of those things we always preach to like squids or new riders, or even riders that have been riding in the streets for a long time and they ride like super sports or super bikes. Us track day snobs will always tell people to go take it to a track, bro. But I feel like the price is never discussed in these conversations. Not to mention the cost of a suit, full-size boots, full-size gloves. A lot of it can add up to like $1,000 or above on your first track day. Of course, you could save money and buy like a used suit or something on the cheaper end, maybe like an Icon suit or like a Sedici suit. But imagine buying the cheap stuff in the beginning just to see if you wanted to try it out and you end up liking the sport. Now you're gonna want to buy something more expensive and you just spent double the money. And then on the other side of that, you could go buy the cheap stuff and then decide not like it. Yeah, you could sell the gear or you can keep it, but if you keep it, you're probably not gonna use a full suit riding in the streets anyway. There's an organization here that used to do this thing called Taste of Racing. Basically, you get to go on the track during a lunchtime track day or a lunchtime race day, and I'm not sure if it's like $20 or if you just get to go do it for free, but the cost is very cheap and you get to do a full 20 minutes, I believe, on the track just to see if you even like it. I think that's cool, and I feel like a lot more organizations should offer that. If you've never done a track day and you've never been to a track, I suggest going and checking it out at least, see what it's about, and if it's something that interests you, you should go try it out at least once in your career. I think for me, I'm good with like 1 or 2 track days a year now. It takes up a lot of my time, and I don't really have friends that I can track day with now anyway, so there's a possibility that this season I'll only see 2 track days, maybe 3, but I am gonna make those track days worth it. I'm not gonna go to the track that I've already been to. I'm thinking about Thunderhill, Buttonwillow, and Chuckwalla, maybe like all in like 1 week. I don't know if I can make that happen though, but that's kind of the dream right now. I want to take the truck down, haul the bike, maybe grab a buddy, and try to hit up those 3 tracks in one go. It'd be fun if some of you SoCal or NorCal dudes would meet up. I'm down to hit a track day with you guys. I think that should be fun. My wife's trying to do another Disneyland trip this summer, so I might try to like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know yet, we'll see. A quick update on the upload consistency. This week I'm gonna try to get a true schedule up on the banner, but I'm thinking like 3 long videos a week, a couple of reviews, 1 Sauron day, and then 1 day off. I want to try to get ahead of schedule on my uploads. Like for instance, I filmed the intro of this video yesterday and then I kind of took the rest of the day off. That was nice. It was super refreshing. Doing doing this every single day does take a toll on your body and your stamina. And I've been freaking tired, dude. Like today, I feel great. And I think it has a lot to do with the gym. I need to go back to the gym. I need to work out so that way I can use that extra energy to put into Adobo Moto. I'll be announcing a live this week for all the Adobos out there. You know, the members, the sponsor of this video, these guys right here. Thank you guys so much for being a member. Kicking it with Khalif. I got you with a how to set up my GoPro helmet motovlogging video coming up this week. That's a members only video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the live, man. It's gonna be fun. I think after this season though, I'm definitely gonna get rid of the RS-V4 and I'm gonna hop on to the RS-660. I've been thinking about downgrading for a while now. It's not really a downgrade for me because I don't know, who needs 200 horsepower in the streets or even at the track day, right? And I want the RS-660 because I think it's the perfect blend of street/track day motorcycle. I don't want to own 2 or 3 different motorcycles. I think I'm eventually going to get rid of the 650R. Let me know if I should do a giveaway on that bike. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know. What if I do like a giveaway on that bike and then somebody from Japan won that bike? I'd be like, oh, well, do you want the money instead? And I'm stuck with the bike anyway. I'm really trying to minimize my life and what I spend money on because we're that close to turning Adobo Moto into a full-time gig. And I don't want any other expenses getting in the way of me making videos. You know what I'm saying? The hardest part about being a YouTuber is the business side. The people that you collaborate with, the brand collabs, trying to get views, making sure that the videos that you put out are good enough. And I've been playing with the idea of doing higher quality videos. So right now I'm like videos every day at a decent quality, but what if I do like 3 videos a week at really high quality? I'm wondering if those will yield me the same results in terms of my analytics. And you know, when I put out polls of like what you guys want to see or what you guys are enjoying, I really appreciate those who are coming in there and commenting and voting. Even if you tell me like, oh, I don't like those kinds of videos, that helps me out a lot. I got a sponsor coming up who wants to promote their company and they're gonna pay to be mentioned on a video, but their company sells Surons and Suron products. So I know a lot of y'all don't like the Suron videos, but at the end of the day, in order for me to keep doing this, the Suron's gotta stay, man. Suron's gotta stay. So yeah, 1 Suron content every single week. I think that's plenty. I still enjoy riding the Suron, and I know there's a very small percent of you guys who still want to see Suron content. So Surons are on the way, fam. Yeah, wow. What the Oh man, I'm so weird. It's actually a beautiful day. It's a little colder than usual. It's about like 45-degree high. Normally when I'm out here it's like 48-degree high. Actually, I'm not hearing them out of the weather, but normally when I say it's nice, it's like 48 high. So we're 3 degrees colder today. That may not sound like a huge difference, but believe me, it's a huge difference. I didn't get to do an appreciation stop last time on the bridge, so here we are. My goodness gracious. Oh, there's a crackhead, bro. The titty of Tacoma. Woo! The appreciation stop, fam. God, this is my favorite part of the video. Looking at my bike. It's a beautiful day, guys. Oh my God, look at this. That's the Aprilia. Holy cannoli. Somebody said we should name this the Adobo Bridge. And I agree. This is now the Adobo Bridge. You know what people think when like they drive by and see me talking to a camera? Oh God, look. Woo! Let's do a rev. Woo! I love riding down this sidewalk. Man, it's so nice. Something I want to do is I want to set up a meet, but I don't want it to just be bikers. I want to invite like the car dudes too. I was part of the car community for a little bit, especially on like TikTok and stuff. I made a lot of friends there. And I know some of those dudes actually want to see the bike. I don't know how many of them still actually follow me. Now that I haven't like put out like a car roast in a little while. I have a lot of them. I just need to edit them and I want to throw them up on shorts. But I think that would be fun. If you're local, let me know. I don't know where I would advertise it. Maybe like Instagram or something. I'm not part of those Facebook groups. Like, I'm old, but yo, even I know nobody uses Facebook anymore. Except for old ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Golly. I'm supposed to pay for parking, but fuck it. I'm just trying to get coffee across the street real quick. Anthem Coffee. This is a cool coffee spot, man. It's right at the like the history museum or something, like some kind of train station or courthouse. I don't know. But it's in a cool spot. Yeah, look at this. Tell you what though, I do miss track days, but it's more fun with a group of friends. Like going by yourself. There's dudes out there that go by themselves, and I don't know how fun that actually is. But I think this year I'm about to find out. You guys want to know another major downside to taking this to the track? If it goes down. That's an expensive piece of machinery for you to take it down on the track. But I mean, I guess you could go down on the streets too. Oh man, I put my gloves on and I didn't take the key out. What a pain in the butt. I hate this road. Sucks being short and not being able to back it up. I don't know, some days I think the canyons can be just as fun as going to the track. Of course, you're not running at like a full 100% pace. If you are, you're a freaking moron. But I also think it's a great way to get your fix. The canyons is definitely one of those places that's great for practicing things that you would do at the track. Like something I forget to do all the time is switching my heel to my toe whenever I'm like cornering. Essentially, your outside leg, the heel side should be locked into the heel lock. Some people call it the heel guard, but it's actually a heel lock meant to lock your boot and leg in place when you're leaned over to the other side. And if your toes are on the foot peg, then your heels aren't really locked in. You kind of want the heel part of the boot to be on the peg and the inside of your heel to be pushed right against that heel lock. I've been to the track so many times, and that's a concept that I still forget to do. You can practice like hand positioning, looking away from the turn rather than looking into a turn, and even late trail braking. And there's a lot of guys out there who strictly ride canyons. They may do like 1 or 2 track days a year, but they may not be able to afford like 10 track days a year. I think for the average person to get the most of a track day would be to buy a cheap track bike, something you don't mind laying down. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. It should have track fairings, some crash protection, basically a toy to get you out there to have fun and have a great day at the track. Sometimes I feel like track day only bros have this elitism about them. It's probably because they're always preaching to people how much they should go to the track. But in reality, a lot of these track guys are super humble people, man. I remember one track day I was rolling the R1M off the ramp of the truck, and I was in like chinelas. If you don't know what chinelas is, they're like slippers. Well, they're more like slides, but anyway, I slipped. The bike slipped. It like the front end like fell down and it crushed my freaking driven racing peg. Those things are really light, but they're not strong at all. Like, and me and my buddy Marlon walked around the track and asked if anybody had a spare foot peg. Luckily, one dude, like, you know, there's always gonna be dudes at the track with spares, and he was super helpful. He gave me everything I needed. I got the peg on, and I did the track day. Now, if nobody had spare parts, that would have been the end of my track day. So that's another cost. Like, you definitely want to bring some kind of spare part to a track day. So, for instance, I'm going to get rear sets for this bike, and now my OEM rear sets become my spares. I have my aftermarket Woodcraft clip-ons that I'm going to put on. Now, these OEM ones become my spares. You definitely should get spares like that in case you go down at the track and your bike is fine, it just needs like a clip-on or a foot peg. It still runs, and it's like in the morning. You don't want to race the rest of the day watching everybody else go around in circles. But again, devil's advocate, that shit gets expensive. Track days in general are very expensive. It's a very expensive hobby. It's a very expensive culture of the motorcycling community. And if you drop your bike, it's a sad day. There are some insurance companies that will cover a track day crash, but you definitely have to call your own insurance company to find out. This person just sat there the whole time and didn't go anywhere. This guy right here. fucking phone. Washington drivers, man, they're freaking morons, bro. Track days can be very addicting though once you start, because once you've done like 1 or 2 track days, the streets kind of like become less fun. Obviously, once you've experienced like the full potential of a motorcycle and you realize like, damn, that's what these are made for, street riding almost becomes pointless. I mean, at least if you have like a super sport or a super bike. But again, you could always go to the canyons and I feel like you kind of almost get the same thrill. You know what though? Some of the fastest rookies at the track are always the fastest guys on the street. I mean, think about it. If you're a fast rider on the street, especially like in the canyons, there's so many bumps and obstacles and traffic and other cars you have to worry about on the street that to be really, really fast on the street, you gotta have some balls. And when you get out to the track, lanes are so wide. The roads are paved so nicely, depending on the track, obviously, but most of them. And you're just like, damn, this is what it's like at the track? And those guys always get kicked out of beginner group, because obviously they'll start in beginner, they've never been to a track day, and they're not going to sign up for expert. But the sad part is, a lot of those guys that are really fast and should be racing, I knew a kid, he was a younger dude, and this kid was like, yo, this dude was fast, bro, and he learned everything like just, oh my god, bro, all that trash just fell out of his car. I'm gonna go tell him. Hey, your back is open. A bunch of shit fell out. Oh, back there? Yeah, back there. Okay, I think he got it. This dude dropped a bunch of crap. Looks like it's all just PVC stuff, but hopefully he comes back to pick it up. Yeah, I see him. I see him in the rear view. Look like a old electrician. But yeah, I knew a kid, man. That kid did some track days and he even started racing. And this kid actually like got pulled over a bunch of times. I think he even went to jail once, just because like he just speeds everywhere, right? Doesn't have registration, has no plate. Get him out in the canyons, that dude smokes the shit out of me. Starts doing track days, starts racing, and then after like a few months of racing, he quits because it got really freaking expensive, dude. Riding track days is expensive, and it's something that nobody wants to talk about. It's just sad. A lot of these guys who can't afford track days are always the fastest dudes and the ones that belong in a race. And then those dudes that can't afford it are slow as shit.
Alright, let's try this suit on.